Good afternoon and welcome to the Overtime Sports Show with Mike Wood on WRJB Rejoice 1410 AM. Singing here today with our guest host today, Chris Hooks, the voice of the NCCU Eagles, and Kurt Greenwood. Well, I don't know what he does. But anyway, Kurt Greenwood. Yeah, wow. He's in here today too because we had a third seat. What else to do with it? But anyway, he's here to help us out with the show today. Now today is going to be a show that's dedicated completely to the MEAC, you know, the brand new conference, or it's not a brand new conference, but the conference that North Carolina Central has now become officially a part of. And they had a media day last Friday. And Chris, you were there. Tell us about the feeling around the MEAC and how strong do you think the MEAC is going to be this year?
I'll tell you what, just talking to Dr. Dennis Thomas and all the other coaches, they really feel like this is a league that, with the 20-team playoff system now in the FCS, that could get 3 teams if the Bethune-Cookmans, the South Carolina States, and the Florida A&Ms have as good a season, finish the 9-3s like they did last year. They'll certainly have a dog in the fight, so to speak. Last year we had 2 teams in the playoffs. That's something that historically has been something that the MEAC has not gotten, but now I think people are starting to see that South Carolina State is a constant team in the FCS top 25. So if they finish with a winning record, tie for a championship, typically if you get more than 3 losses, you won't get in. But if they finish 9-3, 10-2, they can find themselves in. They're going to start the season ranked in the top 25. I know as a voter, I'm going to at least have them in the top 20. Bethune-Cookman just came out guns blazing last year, started out 10-0, and ended the season with 2 losses, finished 11-2. But they're certainly going to, if they play as well as they did last year, they're going to have a dog in the fight. So those 2 teams you would think could make the playoffs again, and then Florida A&M was right there in the thick of things at the end of the season, a tri-champion last year. So the optimism of the league, they felt like that Central and Savannah State are bringing a lot. Now Savannah State's down right now, but they feel like North Carolina Central is really coming for everybody.
Yeah, I tell you, we got about 4 or is it 5 teams that have brand new head coaches, starting basically from scratch, bringing programs, hopefully bringing them back up to what I like to call MEAC standards, which, the MEAC is a strong mid-major football conference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it really is. You look at the bottom 5 teams in the preseason predictions, those are all the teams that got new coaches.
Yeah, and I still think we'll talk about this as we go through the prediction, the order of finish, the predicted order of finishes. But I do think they have some teams ranked a little low. But then again, that's because, like you said, it's the unknown. I mean, we have new coaches, and let's just face it, last year some of the seasons weren't that good. So
and the thing is, I find it funny that North Carolina Central was voted on top of some of the teams when last year we got beat by 2 of those teams that are below us. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all comes about.
Yeah, it sure is. Right now we're going to go to the phones, and we're going to talk to Stephaine Grant. She is the ESPN Regional TV Events Manager. We're going to talk with her about the MEAC SWAC Challenge. How are you today, Ms. Grant? Ms. Grant, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, just fine. Tell us about the 7th annual MEAC SWAC Challenge presented by Disney. Tell us how this came about and about the teams and the game this year.
Okay. Well, first of all, this is ESPN's, I guess, one and only Aldrin-operated HBCU event. It's held in Orlando, Florida. This will be the 7th year of the event. This year's teams are going to be Bethune-Cookman out of Daytona Beach, Florida, and Prairie View A&M out of Prairie View, Texas.
How did you go about choosing the teams? I mean, how were they chosen? Was there, statistics, winning? How was it done?
Well, it's basically, we work very closely with the 2 conferences, particularly the commissioners, and they really kind of, let us know, who they would like to participate in the game each year.
Oh, okay. The MEAC also leads the series, I understand, 4-2.
That is correct.
So we just tell the people in the SWAC, well, watch out, people. Here we come. So it's been in existence for 7 years, and at one time you played at Legion Field in Alabama. Now you're playing at the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida. Talk about the move between those 2 venues.
Okay, well, as you said, yes, the first 3 years, this game was played in Alabama. And, that was kind of considered to be in the SWAC footprint, so to speak, with the majority of their schools being in, kind of like that southern area. And then when we moved the event to Orlando, Orlando is a great, destination, travel destination, for fans, as well as our parent company happens to be there, which is Disney, and they're also the presenting sponsor of the event as well.
So how do you go about getting tickets for the event, and what website would you go to, or just how would people find out about the event, and do you have travel packages, anything like that?
Okay. The greatest source of information is obviously going to be our website, and that is www.meacswacchallenge.com. And tickets are going to be sold through Ticketmaster, so you can either go to Ticketmaster.com, or you can call the Ticketmaster number, which is 800-745-3000. And as you said, yes, we do also want as many days as possible either travel to the event. So we partner with Anthony Travel. They do all of our travel packages for us. They also have a website, and that is anthonytravel.com. Or their telephone number is 888-632-6951.
Ms. Grant, this is Chris Hooks of the NCCU Sports Network. Glad to have you on the show today. I think and one thing about this game that a lot of people may not know, it's not just a football game. It's almost like a ball game for these guys to start the season for both teams.
Correct. That is one of the things that we definitely pride ourselves on with this event. As I said before, this is ESPN's, first and only, owned and operated HBCU game. So yes, we do try to ensure that the student athletes are treated, like this would be a bowl game. We have a series of events, beginning on like that Thursday. One of the things that we also do is try to, involve the community. So on the Thursday, September 1st, we will hold a high school career channel at Jones High School, which we will address about 500 high school juniors and seniors. And basically the premise of it is just to, we'll have invite a few people down, such as Jay Harris, who anchors the 6 p.m. Sports Center. He will be on the panel this year, along with Ms. Patricia Porter from the MEAC conference. And it's basically just to show the students that there's more to sports, than just being, either drafted, by the NBA or NFL. And just to highlight other careers and different things that they can do, still within sports.
Well,
and of course,
go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was saying, then on Friday, we will hold a team welcome reception, which is geared specifically, for the teams. We will have a keynote speaker. Can't really say what it's going to be yet, because we are going to kind of make a bigger announcement out of it. But in the past, we've had, last year we had Herman Edwards was the keynote speaker. And then on Saturday, we will have Fan Day in the Park, in which we invite all the fans that travel down to come and watch the two bands participate. You can't have an HBCU game without having the bands there.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
So they will actually march down Main Street at Magic Kingdom at Disney.
Wow.
Then later that evening, we will host a Legends reception, which this is a function that we've started. This will, I think, be the 4th year of that event. And basically, it's just to honor individuals who have either graduated from HBCU, or we just, they have received recognition, for their impact in his or her, respective career and in the community. And again, we've selected the honorees for this year, but we are in the process of, getting that information out there with a press release. Excuse me.
Wow, I tell you, that sounds. Y'all got a busy week going on down there. Oh my goodness.
Yes, we do.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, you'll probably be able to get some rest after this is over. So, but thank you so much for appearing on the Overtime Sports Show today. And we look forward to this event, and we also look forward to the Mighty Eagles going to that event one of these years.
Yes. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was Ms. Stephanie Grant. She is the the events manager for ESPN Regional TV, and she was talking about the 7th annual MEAC SWAC Challenge as presented by Disney and, of course, ESPN.
Mike, I got to tell you something. I'm gonna spoiler alert. I'm the special speaker. I'm the keynote speaker for this. I'm kidding.
Wow,
It's not me.
I can see all the tickets being bought right now.
Yeah, they're just eating them up, folks.
They are, boy, tickets to get out the country.
Now, I'll tell you what, though, if this talking to her and just know that we're getting ready to talk about the entire MEAC and everything, I am ecstatic. We are 1 month away from Thursday, September 1st.
That's right, as the Eagles of NCCU take on Rutgers on ESPN 3. And also on that same night, South Carolina State will be taking on Central Michigan. So we got two teams stepping outside the MEAC, taking on some very formidable opponents. And I'm telling you, I won't say it, but I got this little tickle in the back of my throat. I'm trying to tell you.
You said you're feeling an upset that night. Now,
Yes.
Louisville and Murray State are playing that night, too. So
No, the upset I'm feeling, I'm telling you, I'm very rarely wrong about things like this, and I think some folks around this country are going to get.
now, Eagle fans, I did not say that the Eagles were going to lose that game. I'm joking around with Mike.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great ball game for
It is.
NCCU that night.
It is, and I really look forward to it because I'm too old to play, so I got to look forward to it. Just watching on television. Well, right now.